Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to Ramon at Home. I am so excited you guys are here today because in this video, I'm gonna show you how to decorate your Christmas tree for fall. It's going to be so much fun and in very easy steps. Anyone can do it. So if you are interested, please stay tuned. Don't forget to like this video and share with your friends. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. And if you already subscribed, don't forget to turn the notification bell on because you will not want to miss brand new videos every Sunday, especially with the holiday season coming up very soon. So to create this beautiful Christmas tree decorated for fall, here are the things that you're going to need. All right, everyone, so to decorate this beautiful Christmas tree with a fall theme, what we're going to need is a variety of ribbons that I have selected from Shinoda Design Center. I've also selected a few stems that are very, well, unique to fall, like this one that has some pumpkins. I'm gonna be using some ornaments in the fall colors, as well as a variety of other stems that I will show you as I go. And then I have about a half a dozen sunflowers that are rather large for the Christmas tree. So the very first thing I did is I went ahead and fluffed my tree, and I added this beautiful owl that I have used on the lantern. If you guys have not seen the lantern that I just decorated, I'm gonna link it down below, and then also I'm gonna put an eye right here on the eye card so you guys can see how cohesive this theme is going to be. So I basically just put a wire around his belly and I tied it on the back, and so he's not going anywhere. And I fluffed my tree, and every single tip has to be touched to give it this full, really lush feel to it. All right, so what I'm going to do is I have my ribbon right here, so I'm gonna drop it onto the floor. And remember to always have all of your tools right here at the hand. And I have my scissors and then also a variety of wires. You guys know I use a lot of wire when it comes down to decorating my Christmas trees. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna go ahead and dovetail my ribbon, and I'm going to pinch right here, and I'm gonna do a 2-loop bow. So I'm gonna do like that, and then I'm gonna twist, and then I'm gonna do yet another loop. And I am in love with this ribbon. It is such a good quality, and I love how wide it is. So I'm gonna do a 3-loop because this is gonna be on the top. The more up right here, the more loops you want to do because you want it to look like a bow at the end of it. All right, so I'm gonna grab one of my wires, and I'm going to tie all of this together by giving it a little twist on the back. And then what I'm going to do is grabbing these wires right here, I'm going to grab and go really in right here, and then I'm gonna twist into one of the greenery branches. And this ribbon is beautiful on both sides. It has a glitter side, which is this one right here, but then also has this really pretty pumpkin color lame on this back, on this color right here. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm gonna cut about another yard down here. And the reason I wanna do that is just let it hang because I wanna go ahead and do another bow over on this side. So I'm going to repeat. I'm gonna dovetail. Thumbs up if you guys are enjoying this fall season. Can you guys believe this is almost the end of the fall season? But that means we're about to get started with our holiday season, and I cannot wait for you guys to see all of the ideas that we have for you to inspire you. This holiday season is going to be so much fun, so many themes, so many projects, and I think you guys are really going to enjoy it. All right, so I'm gonna do a 3-loop once again. Look how pretty this is. I also love this ribbon. Then I'm gonna grab one of my wires. And then I'm going to wire all of this together. And I'm going to twist. Then I'm gonna pick another side right here. And I'm gonna go all the way in. Remember to go all the way in right here. Grabbing your wire. Find one of those bristles, they are very sturdy. So I want this one right here. And then you just give it a twist to the right. Like that. And then you can fluff your ribbon. So I'm gonna stop right here. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab this pumpkin ribbon, and I'm gonna go ahead and drop it on the floor. And with this one, what I'm going to do is I'm gonna do another 3-loop bow. Remember, the higher you go right here, the more loops you have to do. So at the end of it, looks like there is a bow, like a beautiful bow, but there really isn't. It's just all of the loops that you've been doing with your ribbons. And you can find this wire, like this is a 20 gauge wire. I found mine at Shinoda Design Center. They sell it on this box, and it is just good to have all these wires ready. All right, so then you twist one right there to the top, and look at that. See how it's starting to look like there's a big bow right here? All right, so I'm gonna start with this guy right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna give it a big loop, and then I'm gonna use right here the bristle just to attach it. And then I'm gonna do yet another one. And I'm gonna start moving right here to one side. And then I'm gonna go ahead and attach right here. And see how the loops are big? You want those loops to be big because we're gonna put other ornaments and other stamps, and we don't want them to get lost. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna do yet another one, and I'm gonna move this one right here, and I'm gonna go all the way down here, and just using the bristles, we're gonna attach. And this one right here, I'm gonna leave it as a tail, but I'm going to dovetail it so it looks finished. Remember my rule. If I come to your house and your ribbons are not dovetail, most likely I'm gonna ask you for a pair of scissors to do it. And I have done that before in the past. All right, so what I'm gonna do right here is I'm gonna go all the way in, and then I'm gonna cross two of my bristles. And look how beautiful this ribbon is. The wider the ribbon, the more it shows, and it just looks like a designer did it. All right, so I'm gonna do yet another loop right here. I'm gonna fold in, and look how I'm going all the way inside and just crossing some bristles because I want it to look really, really girthy and beautiful. So I'm gonna stop right there, fluffing my ribbon. I'm gonna go to the other side, and I am going to do the exact same thing. Look how I'm pulling my ribbon out, and that kind of determines how big of a loop I'm going to have. Look at that. Then I'm gonna do yet another one, and I'm gonna pull out, but I'm gonna go as far in as I can on the branch so it really ties in. And then I'm going to do yet another one right here. So I'm gonna cut my ribbon right here, and I'm gonna show you something real quick. So let me just dovetail. You guys have called me out when I don't dovetail. You know, I tell you to dovetail all the time, and then I don't do it, so I understand. All right, so I'm gonna dovetail right here. Ooh, that is an ugly dovetail. Don't do ugly dovetails. I just rather you go back and take your time and properly do it, like that. So then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna two loop bow, just a two, and then I'm gonna grab one of my wires and fold. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go right here where I did a loop right here, and then I'm gonna go all the way in, and I'm gonna tie into one of my bristles right here. Then I'm gonna fluff, and so it looks like it's coming out of this one, and then I'm gonna go this way right here. But actually I'm gonna switch the color, so I wanna use this coppery color. I'm gonna go right here, just twist, and then I'm gonna cut a tail right here. How pretty is this ribbon, you guys? I'm telling you, Shinoda does have the best selection of ribbons. And to make a lavish Christmas tree, you do kind of have to have a really good selection of ribbons. So that's why I'm always saying, just invest in your ribbons. Right, so then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a two loop of this pumpkin. Like this, I'm gonna grab a little wire, and this is why it's so important to have all of your tools at the ready right here. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it right here where this loop ended. I'm gonna attach it with a wire, and then what I'm going to do is I'm gonna cross them, and then I'm gonna do a loop right here, and I'm just gonna leave it like that. But look how intertwining all of the bows really makes it look absolutely beautiful. So I'm gonna do one more time over here, just so I have all the same ribbons all the way around. And for this one, you can do either a one loop or a two loop. I like doing a two loop just because it looks fuller. So grab a wire, twist, and then go right here where the ribbon swooped, and then grab, do one to the left, fluff your ribbon, and then you can do another loop right here, just like this. All right, so now I'm going to fluff all of these ribbons, and I'll be right back with you guys to give you the next step. All right, everyone. Well, I want to take a second to invite you to come join me on my Instagram for daily Insta stories, behind the scenes, and all of the things that you don't get to see here on YouTube. All of the links to the social medias are going to be down below in the description box below. All right, let's get back to the video. Okay, for this next step, what I'm selected is a variety of foliages, and then also this really pretty cone head hydrangea. that looks like it's dried. And I'm gonna start with the foliage, so I'm gonna move my scissors over here. And I'm just gonna go ahead and give them a little curvature. I'm gonna use 3 of this particular one. And when you're using selected numbers, you kinda have to do a ladder motion. So I'm gonna start with the bottom right here, because I wanna give my tree some dimension. So I'm gonna do 3, and I'm gonna add one right here. Then what I'm going to do is I'm gonna grab a second type of foliage, and I'm gonna start adding them like here. I just want them to look like they're coming out of the tree. I'm gonna add one right here. That's 2. I'm gonna move over to this side. Sorry if I disappear, like this. And at this point you can attach them with the bristles, and I'm gonna add yet another one over here. It is kind of hard being so close to it because you do have to step away from it and make sure that you are seeing where your stems are going. But I think that's just plenty of this particular foliage. Then what I'm going to do is I'm gonna add these pumpkin stems that I've found at Shinoda Design Center. And I'm gonna start right here on the bottom, and I wanna let them hang out. And if you wanna secure them, just go ahead and grab some of those bristles and just pull through the stem, and that will secure it where it needs to go. Aren't these just absolutely fabulous? Look at all these beautiful pumpkins that match with the ribbon. I just think they're so cute. So I'm gonna add one right here, almost to the top. And I wanna make sure that this one stays here. So I'm gonna grab one of my bristles. I'm gonna twist it right here, so it looks like it's just flowing out of the Christmas tree. And I'm using sets of 4 of each stem just to make it look fuller. So I'm gonna go ahead and do one step down. So I have 2 on this side, and I'm gonna move over to this side. I'm gonna add this one over on this side right here. How fun is that? It is giving a lot of girth, and it's giving a lot of depth and dimension to my tree. So now what I'm going to do is I'm gonna add this really pretty cone head hydrangea, and I'm gonna start right here, going directly down into the tree. And I'm gonna add one right here with my owl topper. I'm gonna come over here. Sorry if I'm covering the tree, but I will move in a minute. I just have to make sure that I'm giving the whole tree the same materials. Now this hydrangea, you wanna make sure that it goes all the way to the base of the tree, like this. Look how pretty. And look how it started right here, and I'm doing a circle this way. So I'm gonna add this one right here, going all the way in to the tree. Let me see, like that. You want them to poke out because that way they look like they are growing out of the tree. All right, so let me see. I'm gonna do one right here over on this side. How fun is this, you guys? I'm having so much fun sharing all of these ideas with y'all, with all of this fall decorating and DIYs. I'm gonna add one right over on this side, like that. Great. So now what I have is these beautiful ornaments in all of the fall colors, and I am obsessed with them. I also use this on the lantern. I use them on a swag, and all of those videos are going to be linked down below. But what I want to do with this is I'm gonna go ahead and go in, just give them a twist with my wire. They're all pre-wired. And what I like to do is just, if I'm gonna use a flat one right here, then I'm gonna go ahead and use a glitter, like that, and just give them one twist to the left. I'm gonna add this one right here. What I like about this wire is because you can, I'll show you, if you add your ornament, that's too close to it. Let me move to the side. If you add your ornament right here, all you have to do is give this wire one twist to the right. Oh, and of course it fell off. You know what, if this happens to you, I really recommend to grab a hot glue gun and glue these caps right here, because that way you can really pull on it. But what I wanna show you is that you can just give them one twist to the right, hide that wire, and it's going to stay exactly where you want it. And so, let me see, where do I want one? Right here over on this side. I'll show you this one. One twist to the right, and when you wanna take them off, you do one twist to the left, and your ornament come right off. And that way you can save it like this, and next year when you're putting your fall Christmas tree out, you can just do that, and look at that. How fast and how easy. All right, so I'm gonna add one right here to the top, like this. And I have 2 left. Let me see, where do I want? making sure that I fluff all of these beautiful ribbons. I'm gonna add one right here. And let's see, what else do I want? I am going to add over to this side. Now, right here. Perfect. All right, so now the other thing that I have to add is gonna be some of these beautiful larger sunflowers. I'm gonna put them right here on my bowl so that I can grab from them. So I have this selection of sunflowers. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna add spots. Where I have bigger spots where there is no items, I'm gonna go ahead and grab a sunflower and just stick it in there. And then start covering some of those areas like this. Let me go on this. I have added some larger picks so that I can add easily to my tree. Let me see, where else? Over on this side. So basically your sunflowers are like another ornament that you're using, another type of ornament. So I'm gonna add one right here. Let me see, I'm gonna add one in here, inside. And then I'm gonna add one right here, right in the middle. And what you wanna do is you wanna grab your ribbons and fluff them like you would your Christmas tree ribbons. Make sure that they show and you can really see those loops coming down every single bow. All right, I'm gonna grab one last surprise element and I'll be right back. Okay, so the last thing I wanna add is some of these cute little owl ornaments. And what I'm going to do is I'm just gonna grab a little piece of somewhere where I can attach this guy. So there's like a little berry right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and attach him right there. Then I'm gonna grab another one. So I want them to really be out. So I'm gonna grab these right here and I'm gonna put it through, making sure that they show. Look how fun is that? And I have two more that I'm going to add. So just with a little cord that it comes in, I'm gonna look for a prominent spot. Like, let's see, somewhere over here. So I'm gonna put it right here. Then you can just fold that up. And there is one last one that I'm going to add on this side over here. And how fun is this? Okay, so now I'm gonna give it a fluff and I'll show you the end result, so keep watching. All right, everyone, well, that's all I have for today, and I really hope you enjoyed this video as much as I did putting it together for you. I cannot wait to read your comments, so let me comment down below. Let me know which element in this Christmas tree was your favorite. I absolutely love the ribbon and the sunflower, which to me means fall is here. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up, share with a friend, let them know what we're doing here at Ramon at Home. And you can watch more videos right now, or you can just watch this playlist right here with more fall DIYs to inspire you to create something beautiful in your home. Until next time, bye.